Let's solve question 4.2.3. Question 4.2.3. We have some more quadratic equations there, so let's get more comfortable with them. We got y equals to x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals to 0. Okay, how can we use our shortcut to find out the results? Remember, we want two values such that when we multiply them, we would get 9, and when we add them, we would get the middle term, 6x. Let's try 3 and 3. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and then if we add 3x with 3x, we would get 6x, which is the middle term that we're looking for. Okay, so that works, which means that we can write this equation the following: x plus 3 times x plus 3 equals to 0. What is x plus 3 times x plus 3? That's just x plus 3 to the power of 2 equals to 0. Okay, when can we have something to the power of 2 equals to 0? Well, only when 0 squared equals to 0. Any other number will not give 0, which means that x plus 3 is equal to 0, and as a result x equals to minus 3. So we found our x value. Now the other question is, what is the y-intercept? Basically they're asking us, what is the value of y when x equals to 0? So if x equals to 0, the value of y is, well, we're substituting 0 into x. 0 squared plus 6 times 0 plus 9, and that's equal to 9. So the y-intercept, this is called the y-intercept, that's literally the value of y when x equals to 0, or the value where the graph, where the line crosses the y-axis. And x equals to minus 3 is called the x-intercept. That's the value when y equals to 0, or the value where the line crosses the x-axis. So that was one example. I think we have one more, so let's do that as well. The equation is x squared plus 6x plus 10. So y equals to x squared plus 6x plus 10 equals to 0. Again, how can we solve this? Well, if we try our shortcut, let's see, x and x, 10. Can we have such numbers that we multiply and get 10? And if we add, get 6? Well, we can multiply 10 by 1, and that's gonna give us a summation 10x plus 1x, which is 11x, so that doesn't work. We could try 5 and 2. Again, we multiply is 10, but if we add, it's 5x plus 2x, and that's 7x. So it doesn't seem to work, meaning that here we cannot solve it using our shortcut. Let's try the other way. Let's try with the delta. So let's write it again. X squared plus 6x plus 10 equals to 0. And let's solve it with delta. Okay, let's solve it with delta. Delta equals to b squared minus 4ac. Now let's put the values here. This is a, this is our b, the coefficient next to x, and this is our c. That's b and that's c. So let's substitute. B squared is just 6 to the power of 2 minus 4 times, what is a? A is 1, because again x squared has a coefficient of 1. 4 times 1, and what is c? C is 10. So the result is 36 minus 40, and that's equal to minus 4. Alright, we have delta. Let's try and find x. X1 is equal to minus b minus square root of delta divided by 2a. Well, minus b is just minus 6 minus square root of minus 4 divided by 2 times 1. Now, what happens here? Well, we have square root of minus 4, and that's not a real number. We cannot take square root of a negative number. So that's not a real number. And if it's not a real number, well, we cannot have a real result, meaning that we do not have an x value here. No x value. Now, if we try and do it for x2, well, we will get the same, because x2, the only difference is that we add square root of delta plus square root of delta divided by 2a. So that would be minus 6 plus square root of minus 4 divided by 2 times 1. And again, just like before, we have square root of minus 4. And that's not a real number. Not a real number. So we cannot have an x value. Okay, we cannot have an x value for this question, but can we have a y value, a y-intercept? Well, we can, because when x equals to 0, if we find out here when x equals to 0, the y value equals to 0 squared plus 6 times 0 plus 10, and that's just equal to 10. So the y-intercept equals to 10, but we do not have any x-intercept. And that's it, we are done.